Hello and welcome to another quick tutorial with your instructional technology specialist, Leslie Johnson. So today we are looking at Padlet. With Padlet, you can either log in up here or sign up for free if you've never used the platform before. Now, when you click that, I do recommend that you link it to your Google account because fewer passwords is always a good thing. So you can click that sign up with Google, or from here I can log in as well. Now, once you have logged in, you are taken to your dashboard. You can always access your dashboard by clicking on Padlet up here. And on your dashboard, we have a menu on the left side of the screen. We have recents, Padlets that you have made, Padlets that have been shared with you, Padlets you've liked, anything you've maybe archived, and then new folder. I'm just going to show you, this is a pro feature. So I am using the free version of Padlet. So I get 3 Padlet creations. And if you want to keep them or do more, you can go pro, which is $8 a month. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay here at my dashboard on recents. You see up here that you can click the pink Make a Padlet to create a Padlet. You can click the yellow Join a Padlet if you've been given a link perhaps to a Padlet. And you can, of course, click the green gallery to see all of the gallery examples here. So these are stunning examples of Padlets. It's a great place to just kind of check out what can be done with Padlet. So you can click here to see, okay, train for your first half marathon. What does this look like? And this is kind of the shelf. It's got the basics, the gear, the training, nutrition. So it's a great place to get some ideas. So to return to our dashboard, we are going to click Padlet, and that's going to take us back to our own Padlet. Now to get started, let's make a Padlet. So I'm going to click that pink button. And the first thing we have to do is make a choice on what kind of Padlet style do we want. Do we want the wall, canvas, stream, grid, timeline, map, back channel, shelf? If you're not sure, you see that there is this little preview button that allows you to see what this particular Padlet would look like. Once you have found a Padlet that you like, go ahead and click that select, and it's going to create Padlet for you. And I'm going to go ahead and close this window so you can see the first thing you need to do is give your Padlet a title. Once you have changed the title and description, you are also able to add an icon. So when you click over here on icon, you get the option to pick an emoji, or you can add your own icon. So you can search images, upload, paste a link, you can take a photo, you can draw something. So let's do an image search. And it's actually taking the title of my Padlet to find images that I might want to use. So of course, let's use this Rosie the Riveter. And if you don't want the icon, again, click that tiny triangle and you can turn it on or off as needed. The next is a unique address. You can change this if you want to, or you can leave it as is. I can change it to women, and that copy link goes away, but I do promise that this link will work. Next up, you get to choose the appearance. So we can change the wallpaper that's been selected. There are solid colors. So if you want a very simple Padlet, you can do that. There's gradients, textures and patterns, pictures, or you can add your own wallpaper. I tend to like the textures and patterns. So let's add a little vinyl. And once you're satisfied with your choice, you just click those back arrows to take you back here. Now the next option is the color scheme. So these are the posts that your students or colleagues will be putting. Do you want it to have a white background or a black background? And you can change this at any time. Next is the font selection. As you click, you'll notice that the font changes in the title and description. So you can kind of get a preview of what that would look like. Next, you have to choose the posting options. Do you want to display the author's name above each post? Now, mind you, Users need to have an account with Padlet to have that name. Otherwise, it will always post as anonymous. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to show you what that will look like. You have the option for comments. You can allow viewers to comment on posts. Let's turn that on as well. Reactions, you can keep this off, or you can allow people to like posts, upvote or downvote, give stars, or you can even leave a grade in the Padlet. And finally, we have the content filtering. Do you want to require approval? Let's turn that on to see what that looks like. And do you want to filter profanity? Why not turn it on? We have secondary students. We never know what's going to happen, right? And as soon as you are satisfied with all of those settings, go ahead and click Next. And it tells you you're all set. Post to your heart's content. So I can start posting. Down here is the little plus button. So that is how we add a post. And I'm going to actually leave this blank for now. I can click the button up here to like this. And again, that's going to show up in my particular Padlet dashboard under liked. So let's go ahead and heart that to show you. Refresh. There are my liked Padlets. I can remake. So if I have multiple sections and I want to make sure that my students are using the correct Padlet board, I can copy this particular Padlet. You can share, which is what we're going to do now. So you can add members by username, name, or email. You can just change the privacy settings. So this kind of looks like Google. You can keep it private. You can do the password. So then you could put in something nice. You can keep it secret. You can make it for members only, or you can make it public. So I'm going to try this as members only, and visitors, you can change that to can read, can write, or can edit. So I'm going to make that a can write. I have to click out of that and then choose the save option. And then we'll go back and keep going. So again, we can copy the link to the clipboard. So if we open a new tab and paste that in there, guess what? We're taken straight to that Padlet. And you'll notice that my women address, it worked. You can get a QR code, you can embed it in your blog, email, share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share on Google Classroom. We can even export once it's all been said and done. I can save it as an image, a PDF, a CSV file. I can save it as an Excel spreadsheet, or I can print it. Now, if this is something we're doing with students, we will want to share on Google Classroom. So let's go ahead and select that. Once you have selected Share on Google Classroom, you get this pop-out window and you get to choose only one class. So if you have multiple sections, you might actually want to copy the link and share that in Google Classroom directly. From here, we choose the action. Do we want it to be an assignment? Do we want it to be a question, an announcement, a material? Remember, the announcement is only posted in the stream. So I'm going to create an assignment, click go. I get that familiar assignment window. So I need to put in my title and instructions. I can leave point values. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to make this ungraded, put it in the topic. Okay, and when you're ready, you click that Assign button. And then we can view on Google Classroom to just ensure that all the settings are correct. So when I go to this classwork page, under the Do This Today, I see Women, which is what we just created. So from the student view, when they click on Google Classroom, they will see the assignment in the stream and, of course, on the classwork tab. And that is when they will be able to click on the Padlet. They're asked for that password. Once they click Submit, they are able to enter into this particular Padlet. They have the ability to add things. So students can add a title, they can add text, and I do see that this requires approval. At the top, I see that I can upload a file from my computer. You can do that by choosing to pick a file. I can insert a link. So if I wanted to, link to Wikipedia or something, I can copy that link, put that here, click save, and then that link is going to be there. And the last option was to look for an image with a Google search. And of course, there are more options as well. So once your student is ready to post, and notice that the name is anonymous, they just click out and the post is saved. So the other options, we can Google an image and put that in there. Click out. We can take a picture, and then of course you have to allow Padlet to do that. And there's countdown. I can add a caption if I want to. I can do grayscale, sepia, and you can just click save, and then that photo will be there as well. And the last option is the mother of all options. You can upload, you can do a link, you can do a Google search, you can take a snap, which is what we just did. You can do film, voice, screen, draw, place. You can link to another Padlet. It's almost overwhelming. And then if you don't want to do any of that, you go ahead and delete the post. Now the 3 dots here give us the option to change the color. So now I can have pink behind me. I can edit the post, expand the post, or delete the post from this guest account. So this is what it looks like on the student end, even when the student does not have a Padlet account. Now back on the teacher side, remember how I had set this up to approve? I can approve this particular post just by clicking approve, 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 and then all of those are there. Now on the teacher end with an account, I can actually transfer the post, which means you can put it onto a different board. You can copy the post to a different board or to this Padlet itself. You can expand the post. You can set it as the cover, or you can delete the post. So those are all of the posting features. We also can go to the settings cog if we need to further modify our Padlet. If I had made maybe an error here, I can fix that. So that should look very familiar to you. Now, under the 3 dots over here, we actually have a lot of options. You can invite people, share, embed, export. But really what I want to highlight here is this change format. If I decide that I don't want this timeline format, maybe I would use the grid or back channel. Maybe I just want it to be the wall. So when I click that, that will automatically change the format of this Padlet. So we've gone from a timeline to a wall. I can, of course, clear all posts. I can archive this board, or I can also delete it from this menu up here. The last thing is your profile. When you click on that, it tells you how many Padlets you have used. You can go home by clicking that home. You can see your profile. So if you needed to make any edits, if you wanted to click that edit profile button, you're able to change your name, your email, your username. You can leave a bio. You can indicate whether you're a teacher or not. I believe if you click on your little avatar, yeah, you're given options to change that as well. You can change your password. You can select the kind of communication that you would like to receive through this. If you have a paid for account, you can manage the billing. You can refer. So you get a free Padlet for every 3 friends who sign up from your link. You can become a developer, or you can delete your account. And to return, you just click that back button. We click Padlet to return back to our dashboard. It's just the easiest way to get there. I can click on reasons and then I see all of those Padlets. So that is a quick overview of Padlet and everything that you can do within Padlet. If you have any other video suggestions, please let me know, and thanks for watching.